I'm Bernard Lindberg, one of the directors of Spearhead. Well, we focus on serving the private care home industry and have done for 28 years. We supply pretty much everything that goes into a care home: janitorial, cleaning products, soft furnishings, beds, hoists. So that gives us a very wide variety of kinds of staff, and with it come all the things that you need to deal with when you've got 50-odd staff. We use the advice line quite a bit for potential problematic issues that show signs of arising. I can email somebody, one of the contacts, or pick up the phone and give somebody a ring, and we'll always get detailed advice, discussion, asking for more information, answering the question, sending model letters, step by step, with our hands held through the process. I think two things coalesced really. We had an issue coming up with a member of staff which looked like it was going to get escalated into something a bit bigger. So I thought, well, let's look into this, let's give it a try. And in talking to the consultant, learned a bit more about it, how it worked, what the costs were and so on. We made the decision to go with it and see how it operated. She acquainted herself with what the business was about, and in particular what the role of this staff member was in some detail, so that when she came, she had a good bit of background knowledge, but didn't involve herself in the personality of the person or any personal history. So she came really with a blank sheet as far as the actual issue itself was concerned. She could take the initiative in the proceedings and keep the initiative, which was a challenge. I wasn't actually there at the interview at all, so I was relieved of all that. It enabled the whole thing to be dealt with in a business-like manner without drawing in all sorts of side issues that probably would have come in if I'd done it myself. She was very professional. I found her very easy to work with. She was friendly at the same time, so easy to converse with, and in getting the brief beforehand and debriefing afterwards. There was a settlement payment, considerably less than what the other party was seeking. So yes, we saved on that without a shadow of doubt. I believe it prevented it from escalating possibly to a tribunal situation, and I don't doubt that the person would have probably attempted to go that route if we hadn't had the professional help. She communicated very well on the phone. She held telephone interviews with myself afterwards, and I think 2 or maybe 3 other staff. Wrote up reports on that, which I got to see. She really held my hand through the whole thing, and communicating with the other party's lawyer. She took it right through and to a conclusion that was perfectly satisfactory. If you're not used to handling sort of legal type issues and staff problems, you could easily land yourself in a mess, basically, from which it could be very difficult to extricate yourself. I would recommend the on-site service to anybody that's got this sort of situation where you could potentially spend hours and hours and hours of valuable management time. We would never manage without it. You know you're backed up by a professional service that knows the legal ins and outs. I would recommend it to anybody.